Welcome everyone to this edition of the Yoga Amazing Video Podcast. I am Chaz and I am your host, and welcome back. Now this episode is brought to us by my friends at audible.com. Now they're the leading internet provider for downloadable books on the web. In fact, right here on my iPhone, I have the Ultra Mind Solution. It's a great book because, it says fix your broken brain by healing your body first. So it's, that's just like yoga. So I picked out this book because I thought you would like to know about it. So if you would like to download this book or the book of your choice, please go to audiblepodcast.com/yogamazing to get yours today. audiblepodcast.com/yogamazing. It's really that easy. Now, let's get right into this week's class. And I have an email that came in from several people, and Stacy, Matthew, Vanessa, and Alexa, they all requested the same class. They said, Chaz, can you do a podcast for yoga for the feet and the ankles? And of course, that is an area that a lot of people forget about, but it's something that we should always try to work on. So thank you, Stacy, Matthew, Vanessa, and Alexa. And if you would like to send in your email for an upcoming class for an idea, please send it to me, chaz@yogamazing.com, because if I can create a class for you and for all of us to be happier and healthier individuals, I'll do it. So please keep the Twitters coming. Please keep the emails coming. Please continue to leave your feedback in iTunes as well. And remember also, May 22nd, coming up here is going to be the Yoga Amazing Weekend Retreat, 22nd through the 24th. For more information, please go to yogamazing.com. Now, with all that being said, let's get started with today's class. And remember to breathe, relax, and have fun in this edition of the Yoga Amazing Video Podcast. From here, open up your knees and let's bring it into Child's Pose. Actually, let's sit here in Hero's Pose here for just a moment. This would actually be a good starting place. Then we'll go to Child's. This is a good place. I didn't even think about this until I was actually here starting class, is because you're going to get a nice stretch right here on the tops of the ankles. And for some people, this is very intense and they can't stay here that long. So let's actually start here instead of Child's Pose today. So let's sit up nice and straight. Let's do our breathing, palms up, working on our Ujjayi breath. So let's just hang here and relax. Deepen the breath. Remember, big inhales, big exhales. This is just a nice way to become centered after a long day, or maybe it's the morning or the evening, or it could be lunch, or wherever you are. It's just a nice opportunity to be grounded and allow us to come into the class with a clear mind. Good. Now from here, let's take it right up into a downward facing dog. Of course, we have to do down dog, but this is actually a great pose to do as well. And you're going to see we're going to be doing up dogs and down dogs together. We're going to roll over the toes. So from here, let's flatten your palms, spread your fingers, roll the shoulder blades away, deepen the breath. Let's hang out here, have the heels behind the feet, deepen the breath. Remember, going for an upside down V, not a soft in. Breathe and relax here. Now from here, you're just going to come into an up dog and you're just going to roll over the toes. It's kind of like a slight move, but this one you're going to get the bigger roll. You're going to roll over the toes and back into a down dog. Okay, see how I'm doing that? Right there, boom. Roll over the toes into down dog. Do a couple of down dogs, a couple of toe rolls. We'll move on. Deepen the breath. And then the same thing, just going to roll over the toes, come into an up dog. And again, rolling over the toes and back into a down dog. I can feel an adjustment being made in my right foot with my toes actually when I do that. So just hang here. And release. You're going to drop to your knees. You're going to dig your toes into the mat this time. Ooh, wow, I felt that. It's a nice little pop, a little adjustment there. So I get my own little adjustment as I do this with you. And you're going to keep your toes dug into the mat. So you're going to get a nice little toe crunch here. But this is going to be good for you because you don't want to have your feet fall apart. My mom had to have surgery on, I think, 2 of her toes, totally just deteriorated. So what you got to do is you got to keep that blood flow going back in there. So something as easy as this, by keeping the toes like this, is good. And then you're going to point the toes back and relax. And again, on this one, you get the stretch on the top of the ankle. And then from here, you're going to dig the toes in, but this time you're going to take it back and you're going to go into a squat. Now, you want to make sure, I'll turn slightly this way. You don't want your feet to go out, okay? You want to work on getting your feet forward. So the way to do that is stick out your bottom, open up your feet, and sit deep. And then bring your hands to here. Now, a lot of the people may be up here, or their toes may be turned out. Wherever you are, just listen to where your body is and work on getting it. But work on the best, easiest way is to stick your bottom way back and then go there and then and root down into the heels. And then you're going to push your arms to your legs and lifting up and out. You don't want to slouch. So stay here and breathe. And you want to firmly ground into your feet evenly. Find that balance with your feet so that you feel you pushing evenly. And we're going to talk about that too when we come up here to standing, when we do some standing asanas. And then we're going to slowly release. And from here, let's walk it back into a down dog. And then from here, walk both feet forward. Standing forward fold, just hang here for a moment. And then from here, slowly bring it up. Standing, arms coming up. And hands to the chest. Now from here, we're going to be doing mountain pose. So, very simple pose, deceptively easy but hard. So, what you need to do is learn to stand with awareness. Because I have issues with my feet, and many people have issues with their feet. And if we can learn to stand better, so many great things will be accomplished in your body and in your life. You'll be a happier person if you can learn to stand. So from here, it's real easy. I want you to lift your toes, spread your toes, and then root your toes down evenly into the mat, distributing your weight. So make sure you push into the big toe, the little toe, the inner heel, the outer heel. And I always tell people, think of an elevator going down, just rooting evenly down. Like I have a habit, like when I do balance, my legs are slightly bowed. So, that's just the way my body's made up, or my toes point out. And what I've got to do is really focus. I've really got to work on pushing my feet evenly down and distributing the weight. So I have a firm foundation. It's like, you don't want a house that's lopsided or anything like that. Well, that's what happens in our daily lives. And you have to make sure that you don't do that anymore. Or try to become more aware of it. Like if you're standing with someone at work and you're leaning up against the wall, or you're talking with somebody like this, boom, look at my whole body. My weight shifted over here and my body gets out of whack. And you do that long enough, even sitting in your chair, then your body's out of whack. So we have to unwhack our body and get it back into gear here. Again, firming up the foundation. Feet firmly root in. You want to hug the muscles to the thighs, draw the navel in, none of this slouching. I have rounded shoulders and I work on that continuously. So many people probably watch this and say, look at that, he's got rounded shoulders. Well, yeah, and through my yoga practice, I'm trying to become more aware of my body. So roll the shoulder blades down, firm up the feet, draw the navel in, breathe. Now, if we can learn to stand like this, foundation with our feet, we'll have less back issues, lower back, upper back, neck and shoulders. This right here, if you can master this, your life will be a lot better. And slowly release, open up into some standing asanas. We do standing asanas all the time. And people say, these are like little prescriptions. People are like, well, you do these poses over and over. Why don't you do different poses? Folks, it's all based upon the prescription that people ask. If there's a new pose that needs to be thrown into the mix, I'm the first to do it. But why do we want to put a pose in there that's going to be not beneficial for a certain area? So I've gotten emails like that. So these poses, we've done them lots of times, but let's do them a little bit differently with complete awareness. So let's do, not that you haven't in the past, but even more so. Arms up. And as you exhale, I want you to bend the right knee into Warrior Two. Remember, no leaning forward. You want to make sure that your spine is vertical. You don't want any of this. You don't want that knee to be in. Same thing, alignment. Make sure your feet are firmly ground in evenly. And make sure that when you push to the outer back foot, you don't cup and lift that leg foot off the floor. Firmly ground the foot in evenly, distributing the weight. Now reach, soften the gaze, and deepen the breath. Bring it up. Let's rotate to the other side, Warrior Two. Big inhale. And exhale. Same thing here. Lengthen. Spine vertical, knee over ankle. Firmly grounding the feet in, evenly distributing your weight, even though that foot's straight and it's flat, and this one's kind of leaning back. Don't allow the leg to cup. Gaze forward, deepen the breath. Back to the center. So arms stay up. A little bit of arm work too right here. And we're going to rotate into a Warrior One. Warrior One, we square the hips and chest up. And a lot of times when people do the Warrior One, they lift their foot up off the floor because it's hard to hold down. I understand. So we're going to work on that too. And here's the way I explain it. Everybody's got their way of explaining. Here's the way I explain it. Square your hips and chest up forward. You're going to bring the arms up, big inhale. And as you exhale, bend the right knee. But as you bend the right knee, push into that back leg. Rotate, square the hips up, knee over ankle. And it's hard to do. Tuck the tailbone, gaze forward, deepen the breath. Release. Rotate, take it to the other side. Big inhale, arms up. And as you exhale, bend that left knee, or for me, it's the left knee. It could be the right knee for you, depending on where you are. And square your hips up, flattening, push. You're pushing into that back leg as you square the hips up, tuck the tailbone, deepen the breath, gaze forward. And bring it up, rotate. Hands to the hips, take a breather. Next one, we'll be doing triangle. Last pose we do, then we're going to go back down to the floor. So, big inhale, let's lengthen, let's reach. Hips going back, lengthen. Lengthen through the lower ribs, the outer ribs, reach. Reach, and then let's take it into triangle. Gaze up, tuck the tailbone, deepen the breath. Spiral the thighs. And on this one, a lot of times, for me personally, my big toe wants to come up off the floor, so I got to push into my right big toe. So I want to make sure that I distribute the weight evenly into my foot. And then I want to come up. And then I'm going to go back into reverse warrior. Now you may not be as deep in this as me. Just go where you can go. Find out where you are. Up. Rotate. Hands stay up this time. Big inhale, lengthen, get to reach, get to reach, get to reach, get to reach, and triangle. Taking it down, gaze up at the thumb, tuck the tailbone, deepen the breath. Remember, pushing into, I like to push into my left big toe, but then I like to make sure I distribute the weight evenly so I feel a firm foundation in that front foot. Up. Exhale, reverse warrior, go back. Again, I've got a pretty wide stance. You may not be this deep, so listen to your body and go where you should go, okay? That's about all I need to say on that one. Just listen to your body. And you're going to helicopter the hands forward. And let's go back to a down dog. Love down dog because I can feel that stretch on the backs right here of my feet, my legs. Great stretch. Drop to your knees, go to a well-deserved child's pose. And then slowly from here, let's bring it up. First thing we're going to do, we're going to sit on our bottom, and let's bring it to here. Give you a couple of things to sit here, just a nice straight up pose. And what we're going to do here is work on our ankles, and we're going to work on our feet. So I want you to, first of all, let's just put your fingertips back here to hold, and I want you to point your toes forward. Get that stretch right here on the top. Deepen the breath. And then I want you to curl the toes back, spread your toes. And again, stretch them forward. That's why you get right here. And then bring the legs back, spread the toes, and curl the toes back towards you. Pretty intense. And you can do that as many times as you like, but we'll only do it twice. Now from here, and again, you can do this little series as many times as you want. You're just going to roll the ankles, so you're going to roll them. Just roll them around. And we're going to roll them in several different directions. And now from here, let's roll them the other way. I know it's kind of awkward. And roll them back the other way. It's pretty hard, isn't it? And let's roll it around, take it the other way. And from here, let's bring it into a butterfly. Great pose here as well. Every pose I'm doing in this class is always great because it's only what you need for this class, for that part of the body. And let's bring the feet in, peel the toes, lengthen the knees, drop the knees, squeeze your bottom into the mat. The Mula Bandha, think of like if you gotta go to the bathroom, Kegel method. Squeeze like you're trying to squeeze the mat with your bottom. Lengthen the knees and drop the knees. Peel the feet apart, deepen the breath. Make sure your little toe to your heel's touching. And again, you may be up here. I'm down here for today. So just everyone's different. Don't push it. I don't want to get emails that said, Chaz, I hurt myself. Don't do that. Listen to your body. I know. If you don't listen to your body, well, don't say I didn't say so. I'm in a goofy mood today, aren't I? For whatever reason, I don't know. And let's slowly release. Let's crisscross our legs. Just a nice twist. I always like a nice twist. Big inhale. And let's exhale and twist. Back to the center. Big inhale. Exhale, twist. Good. And let's release. And let's lie on our back. And let's go to Shavasana. And just stretch it out. Arms to your side. Palms open. Relax and breathe. So for these next few minutes, just allow your body, breath, mind to connect. Give yourself the gift of yoga that only you can give to yourself. I can teach, but you have to receive and allow your body to open. So just breathe and surrender to what this yoga class is offering you today. Allow the gift to be given and just allow yourself to receive. take the peace and the strength and share it. Namaste.